I'm a big believer of the statement that people are the best books. The lessons, ideas, and perspectives you can gain from their journey, from their success, can be truly transformative. Why? Because when someone is at level zero and when they go to that level of success where they are a hero, that journey contains lots of steps. It's not a one big jump. It's full of steps and challenges and hardships and small wins. And the lessons, the ideas stored in that are truly practical, truly transformative that you and I, all of us can implement if we are keen enough to learn from them. And so that's a habit that I've built over a long time. I love reading biographies. I love watching documentaries on various people. And I also love listening to podcasts and just trying to understand what makes someone great, what makes someone unique. And therefore, I thought, why not share that with you as well? We're in the Women's History Month, right? Today is Women's Day. And what better way to celebrate that than celebrate the journey of four of the most inspiring women that have impacted my life as well. So, let's get started. The first woman that has really deeply inspired me is Oprah Winfrey. Her journey will show you that regardless of how many challenges come your way, you can make it through if you're full of dedication, commitment, and willpower. That is what I love the most about her. The number one lesson that I've got from her is that you can overcome any kind of adversity that comes your way. She was born to a teenage mother into a poor black family, and she did not have a lot of support. She faced abuse and discrimination growing up, and through that, she still overcame all barriers and today is one of the most famous and most influential TV hosts and business personality that we know. That is just amazing. And that gives me hope. That should give you hope that no matter what situation you're in, you can make it through. The second lesson that I've learned from her is the power of believing and pursuing your passions. You see, any person in the 1960s, 1970s could have believed that I don't know if I can become a TV personality, I don't know if I can become a big reporter or anything like that. Maybe I should just get a normal job. But that wasn't Oprah Winfrey. She was different. She wanted to become a TV personality. She wanted to create shows and episodes and talk about the issues that matter to her, talk about women empowerment, talk about the situation of the common people out there. And how did she begin that journey? At the age of 19, by joining a local radio station, by joining a local TV news station. And that was where it all began. Her delivery, the way she spoke stood out, and now we know her for the Oprah Winfrey Show. And that goes on to show that you should believe in your passions. Even if the world is against that, even if the people around you are saying that you can't do it, if you're the one who believes in it, you will make it through. And finally, the third lesson that really inspires me is giving back. She founded the Oprah Winfrey Foundation, and through that she is helping so many people. People who are underprivileged, people who might not have the same opportunities as all of us. And that is such an important part of success. Giving back and contributing to other people as well. Helping other people rise to the level that you are. That is the definition of a truly successful person, because they are not afraid that someone will steal their position. They are not afraid that someone will steal their power. And that is who Oprah Winfrey is. She truly inspires me. And I hope she does inspire you as well, because there truly is so much to learn from her. The second woman who has inspired me the most is Kiran Bedi. I'm sure a lot of you know her as the first female IPS officer in India, and her journey has been nothing short than remarkable. She entered a male-dominated force and truly represented what courage and perseverance is, and that is my first lesson from her journey. I listened to some of the podcasts that she had appeared in and the challenges that she described of being the first female in a male dominated force and still standing up for what's right and doing the things and bringing the change that needs to be brought. That requires true courage, true perseverance, and true determination to push through even when it becomes difficult, even when the circumstances are not with you. And that leads me on to the second lesson that I've learned from her, and that is integrity and accountability. You see, a truly successful person's real characteristic doesn't show up when things are going all well and it's all shiny. It shows up when things are not going right and that person still pushes through with their values and with integrity and accountability. She stood with her ethics even when others criticized her, even when other people pressured her into doing things. She did not give in. She focused on doing what was right and upholding the law. And that is what made her into the person that she really is. She took responsibility and she made sure that those changes happened. And finally, the third lesson that just inspires me the most is how good of a leader she is and how she changes the whole term leadership and innovation. Because we often think that leadership is guiding others, helping others, or being at the top of a corporate list, whatever it is. But actually, leadership is bringing a reform. Leadership is making changes that help others empower themselves. That is what she has done, especially with her work in the prison systems. She has helped build vocational training, learning, and so much more so that the inmates can have a better perspective, a better outlook for the world. And that is truly amazing and truly remarkable. For me, the definition of success has evolved over the years. But what I've started to come to terms with is that success really is being in such a position that you are able to guide, help, and empower others through your work. And that is the lesson and that is the inspiration I've gotten from the third woman on our list today, that is Sindhutai Sapkal. Her journey, her passion, and her dedication to making lives better for others is just out of this world. It's something that you rarely see. She herself comes from a background of poverty, from areas of rural Maharashtra, and from a time where her family never supported her, when her husband chose to abandon her. And still, she rose. She raised her daughter as a single mother, and she also became the mother, or as many people call her lovingly, Mai for many. And that is the lesson of resilience and empathy that I've learned from her. And that is her first lesson, that no matter how many challenges come your way, no matter how hopeless the situation becomes, you can make it through only if you have that attitude of empathy and of giving back. And that is what will get you the help and get you the resources that you need as well. You don't know how the universe is going to work. You don't know how things are going to happen. All you need to do is believe and be resilient for just a little bit more of time. And that will completely change the game for you. And then the second lesson that I've learned from her journey that truly inspires me is giving back and empowering others. When she felt that kind of situation in her life when nobody was there for her, she chose to turn that around for many others, especially for orphan children. And now here in Pune, she runs the Sanmati Bal Niketan Sanstha, and in that she has raised over 1400 orphan children as her own. She has helped them build careers, she has helped them get out of poverty, get the right education, and also get married. That is the level of dedication she has had for her children, as she calls them. They are her children for her. That is just truly inspirational. That attitude of giving back and that attitude of truly empowering someone else. And then the third lesson that has really inspired me and that also shook me from within is her attitude for gratitude. You listen to any of her interviews, you'll understand that. She's always thankful, she's always smiling. And that is the attitude she has passed on to the children at her orphanage. And through that, she has changed the lives of so many people, right? People who may never have imagined that they could get out of poverty. She brought them out. She helped them see a world that is way beyond the limits of what they'd already seen. And that is truly amazing. And through all of that, even if she has had to face hardships, she's always grateful for that. And I think that's a little something all of us should include in our lives as well. Gratitude, gratefulness. Even if things aren't going our way, sometimes all you need is to appreciate all that is going right, and it can change everything for you. I really do encourage you to look more into her journey, to understand all that she has done, because it has truly inspired me. I know it will really inspire you as well to go to such a level where you're able to give back and where you're able to empower others to a level where you change their entire lives. I'm a writer at heart, and there's no way I could have ended this video without talking about one of my favorite authors of all time, J.K. Rowling. I'm sure many of you know her, you know her Harry Potter series, you might even have read it. And the reason I've included her on this list is that we know her as one of the most successful authors of all time. She's a billionaire and she was one of the first to actually do so as an author. What we don't always see is the journey and the struggle that was behind getting to that stage. And I'm sure you would have observed this in all the stories and all the journeys that we have talked about today. What we often see is this success, this level of achievement, this level of excellence. What we don't often see is the journey, the setbacks, the challenges, the adversity, and the problems that come along the way here. It's not a straight jump, it's a step by step process, and this was the same for J.K. Rowling as well. What she did different was that she used her imagination and creativity to build an entirely different world from ours. And that is one of the first lessons that I want to talk to you about. She used her imagination to create that fantasy world of Harry Potter. She used her imagination to write such vivid, such compelling stories that is stuck with millions of readers around the world, and it turned Harry Potter into one of the most successful book series around the world. And maybe that's something all of us need to learn too. Maybe we should start letting our creativity, our imagination flow. Let it out. Let it turn into whatever it might turn into. Don't worry about the result. Don't worry about if it's worth your time or not. Just experiment, right? Who knows, you might be the one creating the next Harry Potter or the next masterpiece. Another lesson that has really inspired me from J.K. Rowling's journey is accepting failures and learning from mistakes. You see, her early life before she became famous for Harry Potter and all was filled with a lot of major setbacks. Her marriage failed, her mother died, and when she went to the publishers to get her book published, many said no, many rejected her. But still, she accepted those failures, she accepted those mistakes and continued to learn from them. She did not give up the hope. She knew what she had in store. She knew the power that Harry Potter held, and that is why she continued to knock on one door after another until Bloomsbury opened it up and we see Harry Potter as it is today. And what really struck me out from all of this is that rejection hurts, but it should not make us lose hope. When you have that confidence in all that you're doing, when you have that idea that even when those failures, even when those challenges come, you can make it through. And when you believe in all that you are doing, it can all turn around with just one extra knock on the door, with just one extra opportunity that you look into. You see, all the women that you have talked about today, they have done the same thing, right? They took the opportunities, they took the chances, they took the risks, and through that, they built the life that we see today as truly remarkable, truly inspiring. And that finally leads me on to the third lesson, that is finding creativity in adversity. Adverse situations and challenges will come in all of our lives. There's no doubt about that. As I said before, the road to success, the jump to success is not a one-shot easy thing. It's a process that takes time and that tests you to the core. Because the universe also wants to know if you are deserving of that level of excellence. And you have to prove that, you have to show up for that. That is what J.K. Rowling exactly did. Through her hardships, through her adversity, she built the characters. And in fact, she also said that Harry Potter, in fact, was a character that represented her own feelings of loneliness when she was in that period where she did not feel good, where she was not getting the success that she wanted, and where her life was just going down and down and down. That is a lesson all of us must keep in mind. When our lives are going down and down and down, when it's a really bad situation, we can often find creativity, we can often find solutions in that only if we have the mindset for it and only if we look for them. Wherever we direct our energy, that is the kind of result that we will get, and that is a testimony that exists in J.K. Rowling's story as well. So I want you to reflect on all these stories that we've talked about today, from becoming a media personality, from starting your own business, and to becoming a government officer, to giving back to the community, running an orphanage and helping many people, and becoming one of the most successful authors and creative people of our time. All these stories have those common threads, those common learnings that we can copy and paste into our lives and align to our lessons, our journey, and our hardships as well. So, what is it that you will implement? This Women's Day, let's celebrate their legacy, let's celebrate their journey, and implement those lessons in our lives and bring that change in whatever it is that we are doing. Once we do that, our lives will truly start to change. So write in the comments, what is the lesson that really struck out for you, and what is something that you're going to implement? And also, who is that one woman that has inspired you the most, and what is the lesson that you've learned from her? Write that down in the comments. Let's make this a positivity thread down there. And once again, I wish all of you a very happy Women's Day. Let's make this one a truly remarkable, a truly magical one by learning from them and by implementing those lessons in our lives. Thank you so much.